Come in, good. He'll get you guys set up here in a minute. We'll get it all set. Good. Maybe on this side. Coach, we'll stick you over here by me if that's all right. I'll bring Coach Bradley when he gets here, do the same thing. You guys are the stars. I'm just the mouthpiece. Okay, I can move these if that'll help you.
Anyway, yes.
Yeah, because that'll slide around with the paper there. Is that better?
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I'll stick this kind of up here. Don't think that'll look too bad to our guys. Mayfield will be over here. So, yeah, we thought we'd just kind of stage it that way. You just need a really broad angle lens. Of course, some of you are used to using that with me anyway, the wide angle lens. All righty, gentlemen, come in. How are you? Hey, letting the wind blow outside. What the heck is that about? Blow out now before 6. You doing okay? Yeah. If I remember right, you're working pretty hard right now. If I remember that schedule, when I do that stuff, yeah.
It's a pretty tough schedule, these games.
Yeah, it is. I know. Well, sorry about that. We'll scoot you over, and yeah, there you go. Usually she just says to me, "Suck it in." Yeah. Do you know how long you have to hold it in like that? It hurts. Okay, how you doing, Coach? We're good. Step right in here. No, you're right beside me, right behind me, or whatever. I'm going to wait another minute, make sure we get everybody in the door. Are we good, Mike? Yes, sir. Good deal, Joe, or anything? Okay, good deal. Well, good afternoon. I'm Stan Rounds. I'm the lucky superintendent of schools of the Las Cruces Public School System. Why am I lucky? Because we have the two finest football teams in the state of New Mexico. And guess what? On Saturday at 1 o'clock, in case you didn't know it, they're going to play each other. And one of them is going to take home the state championship trophy. And we have a great history between these two teams of doing that, but they don't very often get a chance to meet each other. So at 1 o'clock, that's going to happen. Now, the road to getting here has been kind of interesting. Have you watched it like I have? Yeah, I've been at every one of their games. They're doing a great job. These are tremendous players and coaches, just like this community is also. I want to tell you how proud I am of them, first of all. Yeah, we can be proud of our teams. We can be proud of Southern New Mexico. We can be proud of Las Cruces. Who's going to win? I will make a prediction right now. A Las Cruces team will win. I guarantee it'll be an exciting game, and we invite the entire community out. Yeah, let's fill Aggie Memorial Stadium at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Please buy your tickets and come on down. It's probably the best investment in town. Yeah, if your kids are senior citizens like me, you can get in for about $5. And if you're not one of us, you can get in for $8. And that's not a bad admission to probably one of the most exciting football games you'll ever have a chance to see. You see, it's historical. They've met one other time, I understand, and I think coaches behind me, was it 2002, am I remembering correctly? 2002, and if I recall 2002, the winner was Las Cruces High School. That'd be correct. That was a test. and they're going to have a chance to meet again. Do you realize how very different that is? Do you realize what the odds are with the level of competition going around in this state to have two Las Cruces teams square off for a state championship? And that's what's going to happen. We're so proud of that. Now, behind me is Ernie Villamontes, who's my athletic director for the district. And, of course, you have two coaches that I probably don't have to introduce to you. But, of course, on the Las Cruces side is Coach Jim Miller. And on the Mayfield side is Coach Michael Bradley. These two gentlemen are some of the finest coaches you'll ever find. I'm so proud of them, of their development of their program. You see, they don't only build winning programs or win ball games, they build kids. And you know how many people in our community have come through these programs that are now our leaders and are some of the finest individuals you'll find. And that's what athletics is about. Athletics is a very important part of our curriculum. It's a very important part of what we do in this school business. And these two teams are going to show us how that works. Now, these two well-respected coaches bring wonderful lifetime records, and I do not have them in front of me, but I will tell you, they're amazing if you look at them. Now, this game is going to showcase the talent and quality of our athletic programs, our students, and our coaches. We're going to be proud of it. Folks up in Albuquerque are going to be down here watching too, I'll bet you. And if they're not watching there, they'll be watching on television, because through the NMA athletics, they will have that as a streaming, a live stream. In fact, our TV folks will be there to assist in that broadcast. And if you're in Aggie Stadium and you look at the Jumbotron, the good news is that'll be our feed. You see, we do a great job, and I'm proud of that. We believe in our kids. We believe in letting everybody see what's going on. No matter who wins, the 5A state championship trophy will stay in Las Cruces. It'll stay with Las Cruces High School, who won it last year, or it'll go across town to Mayfield, where it's been before, and be there. Now, we expect more than 25,000 people. And folks, I'm going to invite all of you out to do this. Come to the game. It's going to be a wonderful day. I've been talking to the weatherman, and they say it's going to be in the mid-50s. Now, for December, one of the luckiest things is playing in southern New Mexico. It isn't bad. 55 degrees is pretty nice. And I think there was a promise the wind's going to let up just a little bit, so we hope that'll happen. Now, I talked to the NMAA a little while ago, and they have sold electronic tickets of a little over 1,500 by noon today. We just started ticket sales not very long ago. Now, ticket sales began this morning. It will continue through noon on Friday. And then, of course, we'll have our ticket offices open to sell the tickets around game time. Some things I want to remind us about is tailgating is going to be a little bit limited. There's a lot of things happening at New Mexico State University. I want to thank our friends at NMSU for helping us by letting us use their stadium. We have a nice arrangement between our institutions that allows us to do that, and we'll be in the Aggie Memorial, which will allow us to put perhaps as many as 30,000 people in to come and see the game. Now, that's tremendous. I don't think you're going to see much of that. In fact, I was talking to ESPN and some other folks, and did you know right now, folks, we're in a running to see how far up the ladder we are as far as the top rivalry of football in the nation. And right now, my birdies tell me we're running pretty high. I think we might be above the top 5, but we certainly are in the top 10 in the nation. And I want us to be proud of that. That's a great tradition and a great opportunity. Now, we're looking forward to a great game. I wondered if maybe I might have each of the coaches just for a minute say a few words about what they're doing. I understand they might be working this week. So let's see. I thought about flipping a coin, but then I thought what I would do instead is go back to the district championship and allow the district champion to address you first. And so let me turn to the Mayfield Trojans. Coach, come on up.
Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to shake Coach Miller's hand for getting to the state championship. It was a hard road for you guys. and I didn't get to shake his hand after the game, district game. And you guys have played a great season. And just like I tell my players every year, when you get to the championship, I believe that all these kids and everybody in this city is champions already. And, I just want to thank everybody in this community for supporting not only our football programs, but all of our activities in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I understand that this is our 50th meeting between the two schools. And what a great stage for us to play this 50th anniversary game on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Once again, everybody's a champion. I expect a great game on Saturday afternoon. The two teams that are playing, the intensity and focus that you play in this game is unmatched by any state, any situation out there. And I take my hat off to all these young men for going out there and doing what they're doing. And, not only their talent will be shown on the field on Saturday, but it will also be their character. And we are very thankful to have this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Thank you, Coach Bradley. And now, oh, I'm sorry, Coach, would you introduce your players who are with you today?
Sure. I'd love to introduce. We have Philip Ely right here. He is our running back and strong safety. Frankie Cordova. He is our fullback, and he also plays nose guard for us. Frankie is also a 4.0 student and does everything in the classroom. Just excellent young man. All of these guys are excellent young men. Joel Franzoy, 3-year starter for us, plays linebacker and running back, wide receiver for us. And we have Joseph Arguello. He plays tight end and linebacker for us. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Coach. Now let me turn to Coach Miller, because now this gentleman is the defending state champion. So we have our district champion from this year, our defending state champion from last year, and Coach Miller, let me have you come up and speak. Thank you.
Well, first of all, let me introduce my guys. Just to reiterate what Coach Bradley said, with these gentlemen, we faced them the second time, and they're great ball players, and both teams are phenomenal. You wouldn't get here, and I know Coach Bradley can say this too, you want to think you're a great coach, but you got to have players, and I guarantee you we both have very, very good players, and some of your families may be here, but I want to say it's been a pleasure to coach against these guys, to coach against Coach Bradley, and I got 4 seniors right here, just 4 of my 25 that are phenomenal kids. And the first one is J.J. Granados. He's our running back. He's a senior. He plays predominantly running back for us. And, I don't want to go into stats or anything, but for me, in my 16 years, this guy has close to 100 touchdowns, and, it's phenomenal. And I hope maybe New Mexico State's watching this right now. Sam Denmark, of course, a 3-year guy, started tight end. He's a tight end linebacker for us, and I know Mike could go on with his kids too. Phenomenal guy, 4.0 guy, one of my hardest workers ever that I had in my program. Seth Ball, he's a fullback for us. He's also a linebacker for us. Another phenomenal kid, great grades, great parents, great everything. I mean, as a coach, you couldn't ask for more. And then Austin Salas, he's another linebacker for me. I guess since I'm the defensive coordinator, I got a lot of my defensive guys here. And I do coach linebackers, so maybe that's why 3 of the 4 are my linebacker. And JJ was a linebacker too. But Austin's a running back for us. He does a great job on a lot of special teams, and he is also one of my linebackers. But those are my 4 guys. Just to reiterate what Coach Bradley said, it's phenomenal for us to be in the state championship again, back to back. I know Michael, they've been there. They won it 3 years in a row, and it's very hard to get to a state championship, and to have 2 teams in the city of Las Cruces be there is pretty amazing. And I know our kids are excited. You got to make these days go a little bit quicker. I mean, it's just it's brutal. I know they're long. It's been you look at it on your wall. It's been 17 weeks since we started. These kids, it's a long season, but they understand what is at the end of the road. And for both teams to play in a state championship, we did it in 2002 and 2008. We got them. We had it in the semifinals. And someone asked me, we've been in the playoffs. My 16th year as a head coach every year, and of course with two great teams and multiple state championships, and only to be in it twice. That just shows you how hard it is. You got to come through different brackets, and teams are getting better, and coaching is getting better. And up north, sorry, but it's a southern thing again. So not to be mean, but it's phenomenal for the city of Las Cruces. I want to thank everybody too. I know my wife's here, and I know it goes from top down, administration. I know Bobby's there, and it's been a fun ride, and it's a few more days, and you guys hopefully have a great game, and I know we're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you. As you hear 2 great coaches, and do you hear what they focus on? They focus on the players, the kids, the development of fine young men. Did you hear that? And that really is what this district has been all about, and this is just a great example of that. I want to introduce to you our athletic director, Mr. Ernie Viramontes, for a few comments. Ernie?
All right. Thank you. First of all, congratulations to you guys, and congratulations to you guys. Tell you what, this is a dream job for me to be the AD in Las Cruces, let me tell you. And for this community, the way they back up athletics, and like all the three previous speakers have said, it's about kids and character. And I've always told all the sports programs and the athletic coordinators, it's always make the right decision, what's best for kids. That should be our #1 priority at all times. And I know these guys do this, and man, I think I'm going to sleep 3 hours a night for a whole week, 'cause even though I'm just the athletic director, but to be able to be part of this, I want to say thank you to Coach, and Coach, same here, because this is crazy, and it's crazy fun. And I think Leslie Cervantes told me last night, go home and sleep, but I said I can't, because I got to watch Sports Center to keep me going till. But again, and the families, I think you guys, the players, you guys always don't forget your families, your parents, because they've been there probably since you were playing in first grade, and the sacrifice that they do, the wives, the families. I would like to personally thank my office staff, and I think there's 3 of the 4 here that are here, and I tell you what, they work their butts off, for not only for football, but in all sports, getting the buses ready, making sure the hotels, the buses are on time. We got the meals ready and everything, and Concha and Cecilia and Jennifer are a new addition over there, and she just joined us, how many weeks ago, Jen? A couple of weeks ago, and she walked in and she says, God, we didn't play till late. The games were running late. My kids' games were running late. And I said, she's the perfect person for our office, because she understands sports. But this is awesome. It's Saturday at 1. I tell everybody, get your tickets early and get there early. Please tell everybody, because, and again, the tickets are on sale from 8 to 4 on Thursday, today and tomorrow at the schools. Half day on Friday. Ticket Leap, like Mr. Round said, is they'd already sold 1,500 tickets as this morning. Somebody said there was only going to be 1 scanner there. Don't panic. There will be more than 1 scanner for those tickets. We got plenty of people. We got plenty of security. It's an awesome thing. And get there. One of the things that a lot of people have called about is why no RVs and trailers and stuff. This was a decision that was made in the sense that with the anticipated of over 30, because my dream is that we're going to get the biggest crowd in Aggie Memorial ever. And they wanted to make sure, if you bring in all those RVs and trailers and stuff, then you don't have enough room for all the cars and for the parking. So we wanted to make sure we get all over. I keep saying because I think we're going to get over 30 to get there for that game. And that was one of the reasons. But I tell everybody, get there early. Don't get there. Our crowd sometimes get there right at game time. For this one time, don't do that, because it will not, with the traffic. Yeah, you'll get in there by the second quarter. Gates open at 10. The gates open at 10 for the tailgating. The gates to buy tickets, if you don't get them ahead of time, is 11 o'clock, 2 hours ahead. But this is awesome. This is, as the AD, what do you say? It's just one of the greatest events that you get to be part of, and I just help on the side putting it all together with my staff in New Mexico State and everybody else involved. But just to be part of it, that's why I tell everybody go, because you never know when these things happen. Like both coaches said, this is only the 3rd time that they've met. You never know, but when it happens, and I told everybody, I told all the neighboring towns, look, Silver's going to Robertson, Hatch is going to Clayton, and Goddard's going all the way to Farmington, and Coach's brothers in the state championship there with Farmington. I said, those are way north, so everybody please come to Las Cruces instead of all the neighboring towns, which they will. But it's a great part. And last, just want to say thanks to Mr. Rounds, because it's nice when you have a superintendent that understands what athletics means. And again, whatever you do, and guys, this is all about you, and it should be about you. So I just want to wish you the best and good luck on Saturday. Good luck on Saturday, and let's go for it. It's just waiting too long, but let's go.
Ready? Give them a round of applause. Okay, let's see if there are any questions you'd like to ask the coaches, Ernest or myself, and we'll be happy to answer those.
How close are you all to a crowd of 30,000? How have ticket sales gone this morning? What's your feel? What's your justification?
We haven't had. We'll check tomorrow morning more with Bobby Campos. And where's Bobby and Fred? Bobby Campos to my left and Fred Montalvo is also. Those are the athletic coordinators at the high schools that do both. Fred's at Mayfield, and Bobby come up here, because these guys do a lot of the work also for me at the school, so they haven't talked to each other all week, so I'm hoping that by Saturday. Yeah. No, but I don't know how ticket sales are going. They're going pretty good, steady.
They're steady right now. They were a big rush this morning. They're steady now.
Yeah, so they're going pretty quick, and then with the 1,500, I'm hoping everybody buys them ahead of time so that the lines don't get long there at the stadium. But I think I still say we're gonna have the biggest crowd ever in Aggie Memorial, so that's my goal.
Which would also make it the biggest crowd, I believe, in NMAA history for football, and that's our goal. Remember, this is the New Mexico Activities Association state championship. So Ernie and others have been working hard with that leadership as we move to this. This good thing that Sally Marcus, the executive director there, did is ask us to work with NMSU and our coaches to get it ready, because we do know how to do that. Have you noticed? Every year we tend to meet each other. So what other questions can we answer?
How close, with what you just said, Mr. Rhodes, how close was it, or what discussions were there, if any, regarding an NMA decision, since there's been numbers out?
Okay.
NMA for a long time has wanted to move their championships to Albuquerque.
Right.
Which would have been stupid, frankly. to have Cruces Mayfield Championship being played in Albuquerque. Mm-hmm. Were there discussions about that?
They're every year. I'm on the NMA executive board. In fact, I have a meeting tomorrow morning up in Albuquerque, because you may have heard we've done some realignment work, and we are now hearing the appeals on that. There is always discussion about where you host these competitions and where you bring them. There's always pressure to go to Albuquerque because it's kind of central of the state. I'll just give you this board member's position. I believe the way we're doing it now is exactly correct. The winning team ought to host. We're lucky here to have the facility we do. I think it's one of the finest facilities in New Mexico to be at, and the opportunity to have 30,000 fans is very unique. And so I, for one, won't support moving away from that. Other questions? All righty, we want to, yes, Mike?
We'd like to get a photograph, please.
Absolutely.
So we can get both coaches right in the very front of the podium, and Mr. Rounds and Mr. Vita on his other side.
Have you guys right up here? That'll be great. Good.
And maybe they'll shake hands. I don't know. We could like a handshake. Give them a hug. Look, we just need a few photos. And go ahead and congratulate each other.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, enough about
Thank you very much. Good. Well, coaches, all I will say is good luck to you. One more question? Yes.
Quick question to all the players, really.
There you go.
To just their response, their feelings about playing this kind of game, a championship game, in front of your hometown.
I personally love it. It gives me an extra rush. It motivates me. And you know that feeling when you come out of the tunnel and you hear one side go boo and one side go yeah? I don't know. It just, it's invigorating.
Coming down that tunnel,
Well, it's huge for us. I mean, every year you look forward to this game. It's a little more amped up now, of course, state title game. Everybody's going to be there. The crowd's going to get you going. If you aren't ready, you're never going to be ready for it.
Other comments, players? I know they want to hear from you. You're the story.
Well, relating to your question, it's just another game. You got 11 people on 11 people. That's how football works. Of course, you got a lot more fans in the Cruces Mayfield game, but who would you rather have being one of these teams other than your rival? I mean, that's a huge game for us, and it's going to be looking like I'm really looking forward to this game. It's going to be a big one.
But over here, you have anybody else who wants to make a comment?
I mean, it's a great experience. Not many kids get to play in front of 25,000, and for them just to say it might be 30,000 is something incredible. And I mean, it's awesome. It's a great experience. I get to experience it with my team, my coaches, my family. It's something I'll never forget.
Yeah. Good job. A round of applause. And gentlemen, good luck.
Good luck, coaches.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe.
They're leaving, but you gotta go run them down. Thank you.